Hi students, after a long time we are going to start our syllabus 4th unit, that is excretion. The wastage disposal system. So you students wrote very well in exams. Whether you wrote with seeing or without seeing, I don't know, but you got good marks. Keep reading. Don't forget to practice, and we are going to, as possible as early, we have to going to finish the lessons in its syllabus. So we are already in the session 21. We discussed the introduction of excretion. So first lesson it talks about nutrition, and second lesson talks about respiration, and the third lesson talks about transportation. And the fourth lesson talks about the excretion. Any factory, there is no factory, so they give products but they generate waste materials. There is no factories without waste materials cannot generate products. So in our body also, it's a system. Waste materials also produced in our body. That waste material has to be sent outside the body. Otherwise, we will get so many problems. So, the main organ in our body to excrete the waste materials, to generate the waste materials, is kidney. Today in class, we are going to discuss the function of the kidney. In last class, we discussed lab activity of kidney. So this human kidney is related to the sheep or goat kidney. So in last class, we discussed the lab activity of kidney. But in today's class, we are going to discuss what is the structure of the kidney, how the waste materials are generated, how they will send outside the body. There are so many questions we have in our minds. So there are nowadays so many diseases are related to the kidney failures. If kidney is damaged, what happens? If one kidney is damaged, the one kidney can be survived or not? What is transplantation, kidney transplantation? How kidney transplantation will take place? How this sugar, diabetes, so many problems, blood related disease. So will we take this in this kidney? How it's related to the kidneys? So we are going to discuss the kidney. So we know that there are how many kidneys is there in our body? There are 2 kidneys is there. So there are 2 kidneys, reddish brown in color. Reddish brown in color. They are located abdominal cavity, dorsal backside of abdominal cavity here. They're exactly below the back. Abdominal cavity attached to this abdominal cavity. Then what is this size or shape of the kidney? They look like bean-shaped reddish brown colored kidneys. How many kidneys is there? 2. It's very small kidneys. Now it's 10 centimeter length, 5 to 6 centimeter width, and 4 centimeter thickness. This is the exact, not exactly, it's approximately almost. So around 10 centimeter length. 1, 2, 3. If you take scale, you can measure 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 like this. So this is the 10 centimeter of. It is lesser length than our scale. So only 10 centimeter length, 5 to 6 centimeter width, 4 centimeter thickness up to here. So this is the size of the kidney. So, and the right kidney is slightly lower than the left kidney. Before going to discuss, we'll draw the diagram of kidney. Diagram of. So it's a very important diagram. Diagram is important. Posterior vein over dorsal aorta. This is the rough diagram of look at the structure of this left kidney and a right kidney. So there are some parts is there, left kidney and right kidney. On the both kidneys there are some substances there. This part is called as adrenal gland. Adrenal gland. Two vessels, posterior vena cava, renal aorta. So this is a renal artery. Renal artery going inside the kidney. Renal vein. Renal vein coming away from the kidney. So these are ureters. Bladder, urethra, external opening. This is the rough diagram of kidney. Come to the explanation. There are bean-shaped, reddish brown two kidneys is there. The reddish brown, they are located inside the abdominal, below the abdominal cavity. So the right kidney is slower than the left kidney because of liver is present. Because of liver is presence. So on kidney there are another part is there that is called as adrenal gland. We will discuss what is the function of this adrenal, how it will be useful for the body. And the length of the kidney is 10 centimeter and the width of the kidney is 5 to 6 centimeters and the thickness is 4 centimeters. So there are two vessels arises: posterior vena cava, renal artery. We know that vena cava carry deoxygenated blood. Aorta is nothing but they carry oxygenated bloods. So this outside of the kidney is look like convex. So the outside of this kidney look like convex. Inner side of kidneys look like concave, convex and concave, outer and inner. So the kidney, the outside of the kidneys look like convex mirror. You know in physics what is the convex and what is concave. So the inner side of the kidneys look like a concave, convex and concave mirrors. So when these vessels are entering into the kidney through the fissure or hilum, this renal artery enter into the kidneys through the fissure or hilum. You can call fissure or hilum. So renal artery entering into the kidney, but renal vein is coming away from the kidney. You should remember that one vessel is entering into the kidney, one blood vessel is coming away from the kidney through the fissure or hilum. So renal artery, renal vein. So one more parts we can see it's coming away from the kidney, that is ureter. There are pair of ureters is there. Pair of kidneys, pair of ureters, bladder and urethra. These are the parts in the kidneys. Pair of kidneys, bean-shaped structure, reddish brown in color. Pair of ureters, left ureters, right ureters. One bladder and urethra. Through the urethra, urine will go away from the body. So discharge to the outside of the body. So look at this. Through the renal artery is entering into the kidney, renal vein coming away from the kidney, ureters also coming away from the kidney. One vessel is going into the kidney, renal artery. Two parts are coming away from the kidney, that is renal vein and renal vein and ureters. Renal vein and ureters. So the outer look like convex, inner look like concave. So that is the difference between the convex mirror and concave mirrors. This is about the structure of the kidney. Now come to the, so what happens? So this renal arteries carry oxygenated blood. We know that renal artery carry oxygenated bloods. From where this blood is transporting to the body parts, to the main organ is called heart. Heart pumping the blood to the various parts of the body. So including some amount of blood will enter into the kidney, not whole amount. Around 20% of blood will be entered into the kidney. So this renal aorta carry oxygenated blood. So the renal arteries attached to the renal aorta. So renal artery carrying the oxygenated blood loaded with waste material. Don't confuse here. Loaded with waste material. So what happens? This renal artery carry oxygenated blood, is nothing but oxygen is there, but loaded with waste materials. Loaded with the waste materials. So this waste materials and oxygenated blood enter into the kidney, left kidney and right kidney simultaneously. In the kidney there are cortex is there, medulla oblongata is there, and callus is there, pyramids is there, nephrons is there. Nephrons is there. In the kidney, so this renal artery carry oxygenated blood loaded with waste materials. When these waste materials enter into the kidney, in the kidney what happens? Filtration will take place. Filtration will take place. But this oxygenated blood utilize the cell present in the kidney. The cells present in the kidney also require oxygen for the cell respiration. This oxygenated blood enter into the kidney, converted into deoxygenated blood. So what happens once the oxygenated blood enter into the kidney? So oxygen is utilized, oxygenated blood is converted into deoxygenated blood. So is carrying oxygenated blood and loaded with the waste materials. Loaded with the waste materials. This waste materials is filtered in the kidney. Waste materials are filtered in the kidney. Oxygens are utilized in the kidney. Oxygenated blood converted into deoxygenated blood. Loaded waste materials converted into waste materials, bad cholesterol and good cholesterol. So now come to the returns. Renal veins carry deoxygenated blood. Renal vein carry deoxygenated blood and purified blood. Purified blood. So don't confuse here. Oxygenated blood is nothing but waste materials is there, but it's having oxygen. Once this oxygenated blood enter into the kidney, loaded with the waste materials, oxygen is utilized. Thus waste materials is filtered in the kidney. The waste materials is filtered in the kidney. So what happens when this deoxygenated blood returning through the renal vein, deoxygenated blood, but it's a purified blood. It's a purified blood. Renal vein carry deoxygenated blood and purified blood enter into posterior vena cava. Posterior vena cava. Remember once your third lesson, that is the heart. So posterior vena cava and superior vena cava carry blood into the right atria. Right ventricle. Right atria, right ventricle contains deoxygenated blood but purified blood. It's purified blood. Where this purified blood will take place? In the kidney. In the kidney, blood is purified. Even though it is a deoxygenated blood, is nothing but carbon dioxide is present. But where this deoxygenated converted into oxygenated? Remember the second lesson, respiration. The gas exchanged between the alveoli and blood capillaries. See how it's related. Second lesson, third lesson and the fourth lesson. Deoxygenated converted into oxygenated in second lesson, that is the gas extends between the alveoli and blood capillaries. And the blood is transported to the various parts of the body through the heart, through posterior vena cava, superior vena cava, and aorta. Aorta carry oxygenated blood but loaded with the waste materials. This waste materials is filtered in the kidney. And the oxygen is utilized. Deoxygenated blood is generated in the kidney. This deoxygenated blood and purified blood will carry again renal vein into posterior vena cava and superior vena cava into the heart. So this is the structure of the kidney. So how it's related one lessons to the another lessons. Okay. Two kidneys. So reddish brown in colors. 10 centimeter length, 5 to 6 centimeter thickness, breadth, 4 centimeter thickness. They look like convex outer and they look like concave inner vessels. So, one vessels is going into the kidney, that is renal artery. Two parts are coming away from the kidney to the fissure or hilum, that is renal vein and ureters. Two pair of ureters, bladders and urethra. This is the structure of the kidney, and the substances attached to the kidney adrenal gland. Why the right kidney is lower than the left kidney? Because of presence of liver. This is external structure of the kidney. External structure of the kidney. So one more part is there, that is internal structure of the kidney. So sometimes they will ask this 2 marks diagram. 2 marks diagram. LS of kidney, internal structure of the kidney. For the expression, there is no matter but here. This is the renal artery, renal vein. In the internal structure of the kidney, the dark color zone, the dark color structure is called as cortex. The dark color structure is called as cortex. The internal structure of the kidney, the dim color, so light color structure is called as medulla. There are nephrons is present. In each kidney there are millions of nephrons, 1.3 to 1.8 millions of nephrons is present. 1.3 to 1.8 millions of nephrons. They are also called as uriniferous tubules. Uriniferous tubules. Uriniferous tubules. You can see calyces, pyramids. We discussed in the structure of the nephrons. See the simple structure of this internal structure of the kidney. So there are two parts is there. The outer color, dark color zone is called as cortex. The inner color pale, the inner color dim or pale color zone is called as medulla. So there are small microscopic thread-like structure is there, they are called as nephrons. Around 1.3 to 1.8 millions of nephrons is there. Calyces and pyramids is there. Two vessels. One is renal artery entered into the kidney. It's carry oxygenated blood and is loaded with the waste materials. Renal veins arises from the kidney and going in outside the parts. It carry deoxygenated blood and purified blood. Deoxygenated and purified blood. This is about the external structure of the kidney and the internal structure of the kidney. It's very important for 4 marks. Sometimes they will ask diagrams only this internal structure of the kidney. If they ask external structure of the kidney for 4 marks, you have to explain and write the diagram also, draw the diagram also. So ureters, so they carry, once the waste material generated into the kidneys, this urine is carried to the ureters and the bladder. The urine temporarily stored in the bladder, through the urethra it will expel outside the body. So we will discuss in next class also. This is about the internal and external structure of the kidney. Today homework, you have to compulsory write this two: internal structure of the kidney and external structure of the kidney. Okay, diagram and explanation. Thank you, students.